Good morning, folks. This is Naeem Azam, Chief Market Analyst at TerraTrade, and welcome to our daily technical analysis video. Folks, something crazy is really happening, and it happened yesterday, and still it is happening. And that is with respect to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So, I'm going to show you on the chart what exactly I mean and why there is so much craziness with respect to this. But as always, it is important for me to go through this disclaimer and risk warnings. Anything which will be discussed cannot be perceived as an advice. If you are seeking for one, please do consider consulting with your own financial advisors. Now, as of yesterday, folks, while Bitcoin was still very much, this is the chart right in front of you. First of all, this is your Ethereum chart. As you can see, the price is trading at 1346. The three important moving averages: 50-day simple moving average, 100-day simple moving average, and 200-day simple moving average. Now, what I'm gonna do is right on the next chart, I'm gonna bring out the BTC chart. So what the BTC chart, again, we're going to go to the daily chart, and then this is our Bollinger Band, the one in the blue one. In the middle, you have your 20-day simple moving average. If you like, I can get rid of this one just to keep things similar as they are on the other chart. So now we do not have a Bollinger Band. We have exactly the same chart. We have 50, we have 100 and 200-day simple moving average. This was our all-time high, and prices have moved away from the all-time high long time ago, because this all-time high was achieved on the 9th of January. But on Ethereum, the all-time high was achieved as of yesterday, and this is insane because Ethereum is supposed to be following a Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the religion. But what is really happening over here is Ethereum is taking the lead. It was sleeping for a long time while Ethereum, but then it started to make these all-time highs, because look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin started to make its all-time high way before then Ethereum rally really started. Because let's focus on the December, on the month of December. What happened was we saw this massive rally. The price broke out of the 20,000. But with respect to Ethereum, during the month of December, nothing really happened. We were still very much underwater in terms of all-time high, because the all-time high was 1200 with respect to Ethereum. So we didn't see any of that price movement at all, and the prices were still very much underwater. But then after that, in late December, prices started to skyrocket, and then in early January, we made all-time high right at these particular price levels. But now, as of yesterday, we made another all-time high, which really made investors to think about quite a lot that what exactly is going on with this particular price asset. So what we're looking at is something that the momentum should be really over here. So I would have been feeling a lot more comfortable if I would have seen this momentum coming into Bitcoin prices as well. So meaning if Bitcoin prices were moving higher and then Ethereum prices were moving higher, it would have made a lot more sense, because yes, the bigger asset is moving into the in the good direction, then smaller assets can move as well. But now the situation has changed, because the smaller assets are making new all-time highs, while the bigger assets are not doing exactly the same. So this is a very much a matter of a concern for investors and traders, and we should be. Now, whether this rally can really continue, I'm not sure, because the RSI on the other side, on the daily time frame, is still very much near overbought area, because anything which is above or near 70, it represents overbought. Anything which is near 30 represents oversold, or near 30 or below 30 represents overbought. So we are certainly not near that area at all. We are way away from that area. So what we're really looking at in terms of Ethereum prices is perhaps a retracement. I mean, I will be very much surprised if Bitcoin price continue to retrace and Ethereum continues to make higher highs. But one thing is for sure when it comes to Ethereum, given the fact that we crossed above the 1400 price level yesterday, now the door is wide open for Bitcoin, for Ethereum prices to touch the 1500 price level. So very likely, if the momentum comes back, we will touch that 1500 price level. So the more important thing in terms of Ethereum price really now is to keep an eye on yesterday's price action. So this was the high of as of yesterday. so which is right over here. This is the low of yesterday, which was right over here. So now we have a very much of an intraday. Now we really need to see which way the price is really going to break out of it. And one way of doing that, or one way of looking at that, would be on a smaller time frame, on a 4-hour time frame as well. So let's say that if we go into a smaller time frame and then we measure the move on a 4-hour time frame or on a 3-hour time frame, what we want to see is if the prices can stay above the 50, 100 day moving averages or not. Similarly, a bigger clue of that is going to come from a 30-minute time frame, because the moment that we go onto a 30-minute time frame, we can clearly see that the prices have already started to show weakness. However, what we are seeing is that the prices are really trying to stay above the 100-day simple moving average, as you can see over here. Similar price action happened over here as well, when the prices started to stay away above the 50-day simple moving average, and then we had another bounce. Sort of a double top was formed right over this point, but then price failed to break above the highs of that one, and that was a confirmation that, look, this momentum is not really likely to continue, and the prices started to move below. Now same, once again, the same thing has happened over here as well. Prices did come to under the simple moving average, they bounced back, but now they failed to break above the 50-day simple moving average. If they cannot break above this 50-day simple moving average to the upside, then it is very likely that the only chance for this particular price action, if it is not this one, then the only price action that it is really going to follow is really going to be to the downside. So that is what we are really going to see in terms of this particular price action, or in terms of Ethereum's price. But let's see how the price will continue to evolve in the next few days or so. But overall, what we are still seeing is that when we see that the prices are still kind of far from the 100-day simple moving average, because yes, the touch was about to happen over here, but we are still above the lows, this particular low. And as long as we stay above this one, this distance continue to remain in place, we still have chances that this Ethereum price can really continue to move to the upside. And then if it does, that it really needs to, when it comes over here, it really needs to start penetrating into this particular resistance zone. It really needs to go right into the top of this resistance zone. So meaning when the price comes over here, we really want the prices to this particular candle to not stop in near 30.99. No, it needs to break out of these particular consolidation areas, which is right over here. And then price also needs to go above this one and then go into here. It doesn't really need to stop over here as well, because we do have these consolidation points right over here. Because what we really want to see is price going right into above these ones, into this particular consolidation area, and then breaking above that. So the first sign will come right over here when the price will approach here. If the weakness comes, then that means that we are going to move to the downside. But if price continues to move higher, keep an eye on this consolidation area. We want the price to continue to move to the upside. If it doesn't, then it means the prices will reverse. And if they reverse, then they will challenge the 50-day simple moving average again. All right, that's all for now. See you guys next time.